Alright, so this is our second video on adding and subtracting algebraic fractions. We've still got x on the top in these algebraic fractions, but you can see the difference is that it's x and something else on the top of the fraction, x and something else on the top of the fraction. All of the same rules still apply. Important, when adding or subtracting fractions, make the denominator the same using the lowest common multiple. So we need to work with these denominators first to make sure that they're the same using the lowest common multiple. Now it's tempting here, and you may have learned that you can just multiply one by the other and you'll get a common multiple. 4 times 6 will be 24. But that's not our lowest common multiple. The lowest common multiple would be 12. 4 times 3 is 12 and 6 times 2 is 12. It's important that you try your best to use the lowest common multiple, otherwise you're going to end up with a situation where you have to do some simplifying later on in the question. It gets a little bit difficult. Okay, so let's start on this one. We need to make our denominators the same. 4 times 3 will give us 12. And then we need to multiply everything on top by 3. The easiest way to do that is 3 times x plus 1. Now this minus 6 times 2 is going to give us 12. So we'll just do 6 times 2. And then we need to take that 2 and bring it to the top because we need to do 2 times everything on the top. Okay. Now it's really just a matter of working through this question after that. Now the bottoms are easy. 4 times 3 is 12, 6 times 2 is 12. Now you should remember from previous work that we can use the distributive law to multiply these out. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 1 is 3 minus 2 times x, 2x. 2 times 4 is 8. So we end up with 3x plus 3 on 12 minus 2x plus 8 on 12. Now our next step is to put all of this over one denominator. So it's going to be all over 12. Now you need to be careful with this next stage. The 3x plus 3 is fine, so we'll just put that in. But then we need to subtract all of this. There's a danger that you'll mess this one up. Make sure that you put all of that in brackets. So it's going to be minus 2x plus 8. Now that means we're subtracting 2x and we're subtracting 8. So in my next line, I'll just make that clear. Minus subtracting 2x, subtracting 8. And that's all over 12. Now 3x minus 2x, that's going to give us x. Right here what I'm doing is grouping like terms. So 3x minus 2x, that's going to be 1x, or just plain old x. Now positive 3 minus 8 will give me minus 5. And that's all going to be over 12. That's our final answer. So, x plus 1 over 4 minus x plus 4 over 6. Lowest common multiples to give us 12. Subtracting, use our distributive law to expand the tops. And then subtracting gives us finally x minus 5 over 12. That's adding and subtracting algebraic fractions with the x on the top of the fraction.